Hey guys, it's Saturday and it's a nice weather outside today. Yep, and so as you can see from the title, we just want to tell you guys a little bit about us, especially the new ones, and maybe the old ones who don't really know us so much. And no, I'm not pregnant. This is a hidden part for my menstrual cramps. You know, as a lady, you go through that. So yeah. If you like this video, make sure you give a thumbs up to it and also subscribe if you like our content. So let's get into this video. So as you all know, or some of you may know, I am Pearl, and this is Jesse. Yeah, I am 29 years of age. I turned 29 February 28th of this year. And I'm from Ghana originally. I have 7 siblings and we are all girls, like no boys. I'm the 7th born. And I came to the US 2018 to do my master's, which I'm done with, thanks to God. And I'm currently doing my PhD, which is kicking me in the butt. Like, it's not been an easy journey. It hasn't been an easy journey. I'm currently in my 2nd year of the PhD program and I just can't wait to be done. Like, only God knows how many times I've wanted to quit, like, in about time. Like, this guy here keeps saying, no, don't quit, keep going.
I'm sure I only know a fraction of how many times she's wanted to quit.
Yeah, like, but you know, sometimes I just message you and be like, babe, I just want to quit school. Like, I want to be done, I want to work. Yeah. I don't think I have a very, like, a solid working experience. When I was done with school in Ghana, I went to all my schools in Ghana. I've never traveled outside until I moved here in the US in the year 2018. So I went to Kabori school, not senior high school. I went to Kabori school for, I think, what you guys would call grade school. Yeah, and then for high school, I went to Kobo Girls Senior High School. And then from there, I went to Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. That's the school I went to for my first degree in geography and rural development. Yeah. I was going to say something. I think I lost my train of thought. Yes. So, like, in Ghana, when you are done with your first degree, it is required that you do what is called national service. It's like serving your country for like a year. So I served my country for a year in the Parliament House of Ghana. So I'll say that is like the longest work I've done. But aside that, when I was in school and we have breaks, I do like internships. You know, that's like 2 months. So I haven't really had a work experience. The national service has been like the longest work experience I've had. And so I feel like I want to work. You know, I just want to be done with schooling, do some work. Yeah, so let's hear a little bit about Jesse.
Well, I'm Jesse. I'm American, raised in Illinois, USA. Pretty well had a normal high school, grade school growing up. Didn't get held back anywhere. Yeah, I was just going through high school. Didn't know too much what I was gonna do. We did a venture or a technical vacation to a nearby college. It's a community college. They introduced heating and air conditioning to me, so like working on, installing, and servicing cooling and heating equipment for your house. I thought, hey, that looks pretty cool. So I got into that. I did a 2-year program and got my associates in technically like applied sciences, but you know, whatever. I used it to fix things. And then it took me about a year to get a job. So then when I finally did get my heating and air conditioning job, I've been with them ever since and coming up on 9 years now. So as far as family goes, I got 2 sisters and 1 brother. They're all older than me, so I would be the baby. I was generally pretty well behaved. We'll say I learned a lot from my siblings' mistakes on how not to make my parents mad.
Yeah, that's why it's good to have like older siblings. Yeah.
Let them walk the path first. You just get to come right after. It's very nice. Yeah, I haven't had any aspirations for any more education or college or anything like that, so I'm just living life and seeing where things go now.
Yeah, for me, my childhood was really tough. I grew up in a Christian home, and being an African, if you're an African watching me, I'm guessing you can relate to what I'm about to share. My parents were very, very strict. You know, being all girls, were very, very strict on us, and it was all about your books. You know, you go to church, you come home, you go to school, you come home, and I couldn't even have friends like the opposite sex. Even with the same sex, I could have friends, and like they're not allowed to visit me at home. And the few ones that are allowed to visit, my mom would be like, maybe an hour or so, like while they come visiting me, my mom would be like, hey, it's time for you to go home. You probably need to help your mother in the kitchen or something. So like my life was really shielded in a way. So I went to university and I was very timid. To be honest, I wouldn't say I was of good behavior throughout, you know. I was sometimes bad. You know, even though my parents were very straight, my upbringing was very, very straight. I didn't go wayward, because I know people who like their parents or their upbringings are very, very straight, and you know, they end up being bad boys or bad girls, and before you know, like their future is all messed up. At least mine didn't go that way, so I'm grateful for that.
A lot of regrets and wish you hadn't, and like now you're living with things that you did because you were, you know, out having your freedom.
Yeah, I mean, I had some freedoms of mine, but just that, I mean, it's not messing up with my life right now. So, yeah, I'm grateful for that. And that is like one thing I wouldn't want to do with my kids. I want my kids to be my friends. And, you know, I don't want to, of course, I'll discipline them. We will discipline them. But I want to give them the freedom to do stuff they want to do, but just guide them, you know, instead of preventing them or instead of shielding them from like the outside world. Because no matter what you do, they'll definitely find the outside world. They'll make friends, and friends who like pollute their mind. So I think it's best to hear it from us than to hear it from their friends. Yeah.
So yeah, my upbringing was a Christian family, but obviously we're in America. I didn't really have like female friends growing up because I'm a boy kid. You know, I don't know. I just ventured more towards guys, and we did guy things. We played Star Wars. We had lightsabers. Played video games. Had some sleepovers, stayed up all night, eating a bunch of candy. So, you know, all those fun adventures. Got my license. My parents really never gave me a curfew because I was a good kid growing up. So they were always like, well, we trust him with his vehicle to do nothing, you know, stupid. So they didn't be like, Jesse, you gotta be home by 9:30 or else you're gonna get grounded. We're gonna take your car. You gotta call us every 20 minutes. I pretty well had freedom. I had a job. I mowed lawns in high school, so I had my own money. So I could do whatever I wanted. I wasn't knocking up my parents all the time, being like, hey, I need $50 to go to the movies and food. Or,
I had to do that.
Yeah.
Because in Ghana, or let me say in Africa generally, you stay with your parents till like you get married and move out of the house. So even before I came to the US, I was still with my mom. And I wasn't really making any money of my own, aside the fact that I did national service and I was being paid for that. And so I feel like there's so much freedom when it comes to like America, where like young kids go to school and make money. Back home it's like not like that. Yeah.
I mean, in some ways you can be like that too if your family's just wealthy enough to where your parents or family could just pay for your college and you just focus on studies and didn't have to get a job. But you know, other ways it's totally normal, and it's not weird that like children have jobs while they go to school. It's very, very common. So.
It is weird to me, but I now understand it, so it's no more weird. I mean, it was weird. Yeah. Yeah, and so for my master's program, I did geography and environmental resource, and then my PhD, I'm currently doing environmental resource and policy, and I'm majoring in environmental administration and policy. I'm hoping that I'll get to work with the UN or the World Bank as an environmental scientist or environmental analyst, environmental manager, you know, anything that has to do with environment and sustainability. So, yeah.
I want my future. We'll see.
Probably
doing heating and air because I know how to do it. It's a skill I have. I've acquired it, and I can take it anywhere. So we'll see if maybe I can venture that into kind of a different area, or maybe apply my skills in a different like circumstance. But who knows? we'll see if we end up moving. If we don't, I guess I'll stay the course and rock it out and see what happens. But if we move, who knows?
Yeah, but I think one thing I would like to change if I ever come back to this life is that instead of focusing on education, I'll try to learn a skill or a trade. Because I feel like growing up, I was made to believe that education is a key. I mean, it's not bad to have education. You need to have like the basic education, but I don't need to go to school. I don't need to do my master's, or I don't need to go to college to make an ends meet or to make a reasonable ends meet. I mean, he's making a lot of money, good amount. We are comfortable. I wish I had a skill, you know, and not just go to school like 29 years of my life, like all my life. Now I have no working experience. So, like,
you get like the fire for work, which a lot of people lose by the time they're my age if they start out at 18 working. You know, you want to get in the field. I'm like, it's work. I'll do it another 30 years, whatever.
So yeah, I mean, we just want to have a chit chat with you guys whilst we grill. We are grilling some ribs, and that's it. Yep. So if you guys have any question for us, just leave them down in the comment section box below. It was nice sharing this with you guys. We hope to get to know you guys a little bit more too. So aside asking us any question about us, you should also like share with us something about you in the comments. Let's get to know you guys too. Yeah. So until we hear from you guys again, stay safe and
enjoy the summer.
all right, bye.